Hello, everyone. Welcome to Heart Center Tarot. As always, my name is Marina, and I will be your guide for this portion of the journey. Please help me welcome Helen of Irish Granny. Helen?
Hi.
Hello, Helen.
I'm distracted trying to get this thing streaming. The
Oh,
stress is killing
it's
me,
working.
Marina. Okay, I did the title backwards. I put it Marina with me. It really and I joined
Hey.
you. Hello, everybody.
Listen,
Welcome to my crazy life. Oh, God.
Yes. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us.
I'm delighted. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, it's always fun to get together because we never really know what we're going to talk about. There could be a couple things that come up, but it is what it is. It is what it is. You join the conversation.
Marina, I never know what's going to come out of my mouth. I never have any idea. I never have a plan. It just sort of unfolds. The appropriate term is organically.
Yes, exactly. That's right. Yeah, it just happens.
So how are things in the Great White North?
Not too bad. Not too bad. We've got a by-election happening on Monday, August the 18th.
Now, what does by-election mean? Sorry.
By-election. Well, I'll explain to you why. Let's say if someone passes away, or there's unexpected opening, they have a by-election just for that particular area. And this one, if a lot of folks may not remember, but the leader of the opposition party, the Conservatives, Pierre Poilievre, did not win his seat in his own riding.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So he's now, you can't sit in Parliament without having a seat. So Alberta has been, traditionally, it is a very conservative leaning province. So there was a lovely man 6 months away from getting his full parliamentary pension or qualifying for it, who won his seat with 82% of the votes. And he was approached by Pierre Poilievre and Danielle Smith, and he ended up giving up his seat so that there could be a by-election, so that Pierre Poilievre could run in that.
Voluntarily? What did they threaten him with? He gave up his pension?
They might have worked something around the back end where they're going to they're going to do something for him. But it was a really sleazy thing to do, and I think that it is going to come back to bite him in the butt big time, because as a result of him running in that, and I can't remember what is it Crowfoot? No. Anyway, whatever the name of the riding is, there are 182 people running for that seat.
Wait, what did you say? 182?
182 people were just so disgusted with Poilievre, wanting to come in. Everybody and their mother said, "Here's my $50. I'm running."
Do you have to be a Canadian citizen to run? Because I'll sign up. What the hell?
Yeah, absolutely.
Unbelievable.
So there is a very good possibility that the Liberal candidate might take it. And if not the Liberal candidate, there is an independent who is running. She lives in the riding. She's been there basically all her life. She's a 22-year military veteran. between the liberal and her, they're definitely going to give Polyev a run for his money.
I could, see that splitting the vote if you don't think 182 candidates does the job. So isn't Alberta the province that is always trying to secede? I think we end up talking about that every time we talk because it just blows my mind.
Yeah. Danielle Smith wants it to be put on the ballot. She wants to have, people deserve to have their say. Well, several months ago there was some polling done, and it was like 75-80% of the people said no, we do not want to secede, like give it up.
Yeah.
Well, they don't no, they don't understand what would happen if we did. It's like, I really hope that this Polyev doesn't get his seat, and then it can be like goodbye.
Yeah.
And then I hope that in the next provincial election, I really would like to see Danielle Smith gone, just go away. She's female Trump.
Yeah, squeaky wheels, right? They're the ones who get all the attention. They suck the oxygen out. And
absolutely.
It's awful, just awful. So is she actually buddies with Trump?
Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yeah. She was, when he first got reelected, she was one of the first people who ran down to Mar-a-Lago to kiss the ring.
Yeah, I remember that. See, it happened before yesterday, so you need to refresh my memory.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And when he started with his tariffs talk, again, she went down, and what she was trying to do was to convince Trump that, where Alberta's with you, like when it comes to tariffs and all that.
Separate piece, right?
Yes. Yeah. Don't, it's not us. It's the other provinces. That did not go over well with the other premiers. So, there's no love lost between her and a lot of people. So I'm hoping that she will be gone.
How's the new I always get it wrong. The premier's
Prime Minister?
Prime Minister, not president, Prime Minister. How is
Fabulous.
he doing? Okay, good.
Fabulous. He is not taking he's not taking any BS from Trump at all. He's looking, and he has said, no, you know what? It's going to be Canada first. We're going to look after Canadians.
Well, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to try to have global peace, but your primary responsibility is to your people in your country.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yes, he has. He and Claudia Sheinbaum of Mexico have really they've bypassed the U.S.
Yeah, we could feel that cold wind as it went overhead.
Yes. Yeah. So it's like, no,
it's like when you know that somebody's having a birthday party and you didn't get invited.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. And Carney is he's put together deals with the EU and going to Europe, going to different countries, just kind of sidestepping the US.
Well, good for him. That's what he has to do.
That's what he has to do.
Don't make nice with fascists.
No.
Hate to say it, but it's true. And
yes. Yeah.
Absolutely. Don't like being left out, but right now, no one's paying attention to what only the people want, Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. No, I am really I'm quite happy with his performance. I'm happy with what he's doing and the direction that he's taken the country in. And I think that, he has done a great job in outlining for Canadians why we need to stick together. Now is not the time to start thinking regional as much as it is to think, as a nation. We work together as a nation. And Yep. He's
You want to gather your strength and be
yes.
a unified whole. You
Yes.
worry about family squabbles after that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And
Yeah.
he is treating Trump like you would treat a petulant toddler.
A bully. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm I'm not paying attention to you.
Good.
I'm ignoring you. Um, in fact, there was oh, what was his name? I think the ambassador to the U.S. I can't remember exactly now, but um, yeah, after the last little negotiation when Trump was trying to be um, big man on campus, and they picked up their stuff and said, "See ya, bye. You know where
Was
we
that the
are."
G7?
No, this was after the G7,
That
but
was
during
a whole thing.
yes, it was. Yes, it was. Yeah, it's like my I'm chairing the G7.
Yeah.
We're not doing that.
So what did
And
he do? He took his ball and went home. Big
exactly.
baby. Oh my God. Well, did you see? I'm sure you relished what happened in Scotland. I've
Yes.
never been so proud to have Gaelic roots.
Yes.
Like, oh my God.
Yes.
Oh my God. The
It
signs.
was fabulous. Absolutely fabulous.
Oh my God. The signs.
Oh, please. Yeah, don't hold back. Let us know how you really feel. It
Such a
was
sense of
yes.
humor and
Yes.
such a way with words. I had to look things up, My
Yes.
grandmother had quite a vocabulary. I learned to swear at her knee.
Yes.
There wasn't a whole lot of difference between swearing and praying, frankly.
Yes.
But
Yeah. Yeah.
she had a glossary of Irish terminology and phraseology that when you say it, when I hear it, it all comes back, but I haven't used it in a very long time.
Yes.
The one that comes to mind is you're an Amadan. Or she'd say to my brothers, they'd be acting out, and she'd say, "Oh, you're nothing but corner boys."
Yeah.
Which
Don't,
I don't know.
don't be a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
That's another one.
An Egypt,
Don't be
yeah.
a fucking idiot. I love that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it all came back to me looking at the Scottish protests were just so funny.
They
Oh, wow.
they were. He's getting booed wherever he goes. And yeah, it's
I think it says a
laughable.
lot about the level of his narcissism that it just sort of goes like water off a duck's back,
Yeah.
except when he gets that urge for revenge, and then it becomes quite ruthless. But if you or I were met with that kind of ugly reception from people, don't you think we just sort of disintegrate into our shoes and go home? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Not get in there and fight for more. But
Double down. Yeah.
double down. Yeah. Before I forget, thank you all of you for joining us. There's a bunch of folks from your channel that are here. Thank you. And yeah, glad to have you all here join us. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Please. I'm getting close to 8,000. Okay, so do an old lady a solid, because if you want to see me cry, I'll cry.
And help Marina out too.
Yeah, I will cry. You want to see tears? I'll give you tears.
Yes. No.
Yeah.
Just remember, people like Jordan Peterson have hundreds of thousands of subscribers. It puts it all in perspective. You know who Jordan Peterson is?
Yes, I do.
He's a fellow Canadian, right?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
I have watched several videos where there's one that pops up in my feed every once in a while. It's kind of interesting, but it's kind of audiology, audiology, when they're doing earwax removal.
Ew.
Hello, 5, 6, 700,000 subscribers. And
say that again. You got cut off 5, 6, 700,000 to clear earwax. Well, I mean, I'm not set a camera up in the bathroom
I know.
That's crazy.
Oh, I know.
Utterly crazy.
So, yes. So hello to all of you. I'm so glad you're here. Don't forget, for those of you that are on my channel, if you have not subscribed to Helen's channel, please do so.
And vice versa, since there are people from, yes, please, reciprocal.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So, yes, I put out a short little video earlier today.
Mm-hmm.
Because people were in the show that I did earlier, people were talking about Trump yelling from the White House roof. And I wanted to see what it was about.
What?
Yeah, yes, absolutely. So there he was on top of the White House roof, surrounded by several people, and they were walking towards the part of the White House that is going to look on to this big, beautiful ballroom. And yes, and he was yelling down to the reporters who were yelling questions at him. And he said, "Yeah, don't worry about it. I'll finance it. I'll finance it. You know, if nobody has to pay for it, I'll finance it. I'll take care of it." And just like, I don't make any money on my salary. I give away my salary. Nobody ever talks about that. And I thought,
I'll tell you what, I'll make you a little bet right now, because the minute I heard about this, by the way, the world's ugliest wedding venue, he is going to charge people to use that monstrosity. Wait and see. And there'll be a story about how it's all going into some sort of special fund and it's leaking right back out into his pocket. You wait and see. Allegedly. Just allegedly. A feeling. Yeah.
Entertainment purposes only.
Right.
Yeah. So I thought, okay, well, I wanted to do a reading on it and just see, is this going to go forward? Because of course, Carolyn Leavitt said that, it's going to, and for those of you who don't know, the reason that I say Carolyn Leavitt is that's the voice that I use when I'm talking to my dog when she's getting into something that she shouldn't. And I look at her and go, "Leave it."
Leave it. What do you mean? The one of the beautiful lips?
Yes. Yeah, that's the one.
This is, I worked with geriatric patients. And I'll just say this in general terms, not diagnosing anything, but one of the consequential signs of increasing dementia is inappropriate gender behavior. Let's put it that way. I don't want to use triggering terminology. That's what we're seeing here. I mean, it's bad enough under the best of circumstances 40 years ago, but this grandpa's taking his clothes off type of situation, that.
Yeah, absolutely. So, she has said that, the President Trump is going to be doing this, and construction is going to start soon. This is something that he is doing for other administrations, because for 150 years, people have wanted to have this either a ballroom or a facility that was big enough to accommodate much more people than they currently can. So out of the goodness of his heart, he is going to be financing this and building this. And I said,
this is like a dog peeing on his territory.
Yes. Yeah. And that I said, it's going to be Garish and Gotti. And I think that that's probably his new law firm that's going to be representing him. I think they're called Garish and Gotti. Yes. Sometimes, the opportunity comes, you can't let it pass. Anyway, what I was getting was that, no, this is not going to go forward. There's going to be, things are going to slow down. This is nothing more than a distraction. Get
There's
people
endless
excited.
distraction. Every day there's some new.
Yeah.
I can't use the word I use when the camera is turned off, but it starts with an F and it ends with a uri.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All distraction. What was the other big distraction that's going on right now? Well, frankly, although I think it is in its own right a
Yes.
parallel level of hideousness,
Yes.
the whole Epstein thing. Because true as it is, horrible as it is, reprehensible and in need of fixing, it makes a great smokescreen for the destruction of democracy that's going on in the
Yes.
background.
Yes.
You
Yes.
don't know where to look.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he ran last year. That was his big promise to his supporters is I'm going to release the Epstein file.
Yeah, I know.
Well, now it's everyone is walking it back, taking it back. Well,
you still talking about that?
Oh yes. Oh yes, still talking about that. As a matter of fact, on the kind of related to the Epstein files is James Comer, the chairman of the House Oversight Committee, has issued subpoenas in regards to Epstein.
The files, yeah, the tapes, the Maxwell interview tapes with the DOJ, yeah.
Well, not yet. He don't know if that's going to come in yet, but here's who he has issued subpoenas to.
Oh God.
Bill and Hillary Clinton, former AG Merrick Garland, Loretta Lynch, Eric Holder, Alberto Gonzalez, Jeff Sessions, Bill Barr, and former FBI directors James Comey and Robert Mueller.
So I'm confused. What's he trying to do? Nail the Democrats to the cross of Epstein, or is that what's going on here? Or
I think, particularly with the Clintons, he was, this is, well, Bill Clinton met with Epstein several times. He was on the Lolita Express between 2002, 2003, and blah, 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 on and on and on. What's interesting is a lot of these people are Democrats.
Well, that's the pattern I saw. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, exactly. It is a nothing more than a distraction.
Political.
Don't look here, look over there. And to include Jeff Sessions and Bill Barr.
Yeah. Okay, well, let me tell you something. If Bill Clinton was involved, and he was on that plane, if he was involved, throw the book at him too.
Exactly.
That particular crime against minors, I don't want to use the word.
Yes.
It's a crime no matter who's committing it. It's a crime. And I'm not loyal to any one person,
No.
Yeah.
No.
What about Bill Gates?
There are a lot of people that are complicit in this, and a lot of people that are hoping that Ghislaine Maxwell isn't going to throw them under the bus. I think that I think that if she has an opportunity to testify in front of Congress, I think her memory is going to be very selective in terms of who she remembers being there and who she thinks. I'm not sure if they could have been, but I can't remember. It's distraction, throwing up things to get people riled up emotionally so that they have that knee-jerk reaction to things.
Mm-hmm.
When it's a comedy. That's all it is. It's just a comedy. Yeah. Granddad is losing his shite. And yeah, it won't be long before he does start removing his clothes.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the things he said in the last couple of weeks have gotten just,
Oh,
just when you think it can't get any more off the rails, I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters to the people who have propped him up while they do the dirty work. If you've heard recordings of Virginia Giuffre, who was the defendant, or the accuser in the case,
yeah.
she talks about Ghislaine Maxwell. This young woman was from a very poor family.
Yeah.
Wrong side of the tracks. She got picked up. If I remember correctly, she was given the job at Mar-Lago based on, cute young thing, right? And she actually worked in the spa, the person who
Yes.
washes
Ends up the towels. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Ghislaine Maxwell, who was like a shark, she would drive her car past the high schools at 3:00 when school got out. And she had a nose for vulnerability.
Yes. Yes.
She did poach her from her job at Mar-a-Lago Spa to Epstein's house. And Virginia was a kid, and she was told, my rich friend, he's looking for somebody who can travel. She was working in the spa, and she was trying to improve her life, and she was studying massage. And she had a book open about massage in the off time. And Maxwell focused right in on that. Oh, I have a friend who's looking for a massage therapist. It would be a great opportunity to travel. Her take on Ghislaine Maxwell was that she was more of a monster than he was. He was mentally ill. She was a monster. Distinction. That she should be locked up and throw away the key. I would listen to her. Oh, look at this. I'm fooling around with my cards here as I said that.
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I just
it's funny because earlier today, I had Karen Schroeder on the channel. She is from the Little Blue Lotus Astrology, and she had done an astrological comparison with Epstein and Maxwell.
Oh, interesting.
And fascinating how those two are linked. It
past
was
life stuff, right?
past life stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. And absolutely. Absolutely. So yeah, that was interesting to get that that astrological validation, right? You can hide, but you can hide, but you can't get away from, what is there for you. So yeah, whether or not she gets to testify, honestly, I really could care less.
I can't believe anything now. Nothing.
No.
The fact that she's been moved is so out of line. It's so unacceptable. It's just kind of breathtaking.
Yes.
She is the kind of crime, that she's been found guilty of.
Yes.
This would never happen if she were any other person. I did a grand tableau, Lenormand grand tableau on her, which I haven't put up because I can't figure out how to get the arrow to show up on StreamYard. I can get it on my computer, and don't have the capability of doing two cameras at the same time. I can't afford to invest in all that equipment. So I've got to use a still photograph of the cards, and then my talking head doesn't have to be seen. I had it all figured out where I was going to point to it with this. I made it big, gigantic, hot pink arrow, right?
Yes.
Because people weren't able to see anything before. I can't get it to work. I can't get it to show up on the recording. So because I've got this great, tableau about her, but I can't get it to show up. And I'll just say this: her cards are not good.
No.
She needs to watch her back.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. One of the things that Karen pointed out was that she had heard, and I didn't check into it, so whether it's true or not, I don't know. I'm sure someone will let me know. But she had heard that apparently there is a private airstrip that is very close to the prison that she's in now.
I heard that somewhere too.
Yeah.
It's kind of a concierge type situation. Elizabeth Holmes is there. You know who she
Yes.
is.
Yes.
You know, that psychopath.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my Elizabeth. I'm perfecting my Elizabeth Holmes imitation for Halloween.
Yes.
Yeah. It doesn't sound like the worst place in the whole wide world to be, especially if you're concerned about your lifespan. You know.
Yes. Although given the crime that she has been found guilty of, she has no friends in there. No one is going to say, "Ah, poor Ghislaine. Yeah, yeah, you were abused by a man. Oh my God. I'm going to be your friend." Uh-uh. No
No,
way. She's
not what
crazy.
you did to young people.
No.
I did a whole thing that I researched on her life. I read a couple of books, and her family background is really problematic.
Yes.
They owned this gigantic estate, until recently I thought it was Downtown Abbey. Anyway, a big old pile, in the middle of
Yes.
nowhere in England, right? And like 50 something rooms. Her father had his business in this building. Yeah. So it was an open door of weirdos day in and day out. And those children were unsupervised. But it wasn't just the strangers coming in and out. Her father said she was his favorite child. And the rest of them were like, I don't remember the term he used, but essentially feral animals, the equivalent. And that she was the only one that, he used her as a messenger, and he used her for all sorts of illicit, fraudulent financial dealings. Like, take these fake bonds in your bag on the airplane, that kind of thing.
Yes.
He traveled with her almost exclusively as you would, I don't know, a spouse. Hint, hint.
Hint, hint.
Yeah, there was a lot of sick stuff going on, and people who observed it said, yeah, this was bad from day one. And
not
she
normal.
shared a backyard. Now, I read this and I saw it, and now when I wanted to absolutely prove it, I couldn't find it. So, caveat, I could be completely wrong, but I don't think I am. She shared a backyard with a place owned by the British royal family, and Prince Andrew spent many times there as a teenager, and they were friends. They would meet across the garden wall. Pyramus and Thisbe,
Yeah, wouldn't surprise me one little bit. Wouldn't surprise me at all. So yeah, whatever happens, yeah. Oh, and Annie Berger, yeah, you're absolutely right. She said, yeah, inmates in prison, male or female, do not take kindly to child predators. Maxwell needs to watch her back. Yes, yeah, absolutely, because they're particularly where she is now, where these are they're not serial killers and so on. Most of them have families on the outside.
Yeah, and can humanize the things that she did, personalize the things that she did.
Yes.
She has been described by people who knew her as an empty shell.
Yes.
That there's just nobody there. And if you listen to her talk, I saw an interview. Her brother was some kind of journalist. This is like her biological brother, and he was given the job of interviewing her in prison across the plexiglass. It was really weird. Yeah. And she's just so grandiose. You know, her nose could not get any higher in the air. She
Yes.
just has that nobility, aristocracy, disdain
Yes.
for everybody. Name dropping, you know, she knew the queen.
Of course, they had we partook in tea many weekends. Yes.
Oh,
My
they discussed horses at great length.
Oh, absolutely.
Because that's a
Yes.
concern of all of us, you know, our
Yes.
horses. God.
Yeah.
Just a supreme snob, really grandiose, really without any kind of empathy. But you have to look back at the details of the crimes that she has been convicted of committing. We're talking about 14-year-olds, 15-year-olds,
Yes.
from very difficult,
Children.
desperate backgrounds.
Yes.
And things she did with it. I mean, he wasn't alone when he did what
No.
he did. You know?
No, absolutely. She's very, very complicit in everything. Everything that he did, she was part of. She was complicit in that. So, yeah.
I'm surprised that they're going to investigate Bill Barr. I'm surprised about that because Bill Barr is up to something, up to here in something. You know, I think I've mentioned before what his father did. His father hired Epstein at Dalton School in Manhattan.
Yes.
But his father was an amateur novelist. Did you know that?
No.
This is honest to God.
The things
This
you
is
learn.
the truth. This is the truth. I swear to you, I looked it up. I went on eBay to find a copy. I found one. Now, this has been about a year ago, so I'm sure it's not there anymore, but you'll have to take my word for it. I wouldn't lie about it. I read it in American Compromat by Craig Unger. Immediately looked it up. So,
yeah.
His father's name was Don. How appropriate. So, Don Barr was the dean of students or the whatever the word is at Dalton School, hired Jeffrey Epstein in the middle of college. He had no degree. He had no qualifications. Now, isn't that odd? This is one of the most exclusive high schools in the country. Yes. The rich of the rich of the rich send their little darlings there. Okay. In his free time, Don Barr was an amateur science fiction novelist, and he's best known for his probably not a bestseller, Teenage Sex Slaves from Mars.
No.
I looked it up. It was for sale on eBay.
Oh my God.
I don't want to lie, so I'm going to give a range. It was like $33,000.
Yeah.
So I
petty cash.
I'll wait for it at Goodwill.
Yes. Yeah.
Can you believe that? You can't. I mean, it's so outrageous you couldn't make it up. I don't have a good enough imagination. That is, and it's not just one place. I actually saw the book. Now, if somebody faked it, I suppose, you know, for the purposes of eBay, I suppose that's possible. But they would have had to have gotten the notion to fake it.
Yes.
From the real story, right? So
yes. Yeah. Absolutely. Well, mind-boggling. But you know what? I see all of it as every day we get closer and closer to things just going kaboom. And there's going to be a lot of people who are going to be looking for shelter. You know, please hide me. Don't let them get me. But so speaking of prosecutors and whatnot. Oh, hold on.
Are your false eyelashes getting in your way?
No. No, I think there was something here that it just.
Oh, let me see. Is that onyx? That ring you have on? Is that onyx? The black one.
Oh, wait. This one?
Oh, it's not black. In the light, it looked black. Oh, it's beautiful. What is it?
Thank you. It labradorite.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
And it changes. You know,
it does. And my favorite place at esoteric place was celebrating their 21st anniversary over the weekend. And yeah, so I got an invite to go down, and everything was 20% off. So it was like, duh,
Oh.
why not? Anyway,
Well, life is
you
difficult, and
you
the
got to
little
treat your food.
pleasures that if you can get them at all, why not? I
Why not?
agree.
Yeah. I had to go down there anyway to get more incense. So while I was in there doing that, yeah, I picked up another Lemurian stone, and yeah,
I
anyway.
love incense, and I cannot burn incense in my house
Mm.
because I have a bird. They can't breathe, like scented candles and
Yes.
incense.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't.
Uh,
I mean, if I close this room up and seal it like the Pharaoh's tomb, I can,
yes.
for a short period of time, burn it. But
Yeah.
before I had the bird, it was all, I mean, my whole house smelled like a head shop. What can I say?
Yes.
Not
Yes.
anymore. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
going to ask you something. I lost the thought, but it'll come back.
It
Yeah.
it will. It will. So yeah, I was saying, speaking of prosecutors and what, Pam Bondi has ordered prosecutors to open legal proceedings into allegations that political opponents of Donald Trump may have conspired to falsely accuse him of colluding with Russia in the run up to the 2016 election.
Well, collusion is not a crime. There is no
Mhm.
crime called collusion.
Collusion. Yeah.
There's a crime called treason,
Yes.
but there's no crime called collusion. Collusion is it's a noun that you can use as a descriptive for what they were up to,
Yes.
allegedly.
Allegedly. Allegedly. And as I read that, what kind of flashed in my mind was, Russia, if you're listening, yeah, his wanting the emails and so on and so forth. And to go along with Pam Bondi, Tulsi Gabbard has accused Obama and his national security team of a years-long coup against Trump. And Trump has accused Obama of treason.
People, I predicted this stuff a year and a half ago, and people lost their minds. You're hysterical, you're paranoid, you're harshing my buzz. It didn't take ESP. This is the natural progression of authoritarianism. This is
Yeah.
how it unfolds. This is the way a fascist takes
Yes.
control. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes,
Yeah.
I do. Yes, I do. Yeah. And this, it's funny because I just recently did a reading on Pam Bondi, and the reading was, we haven't heard an awful lot from her. What's going on?
And she's
I thought,
hiding.
yeah, I'd heard that she was in hospital and medical issue and blah blah blah, and I thought, oh no, this is her way out. This is her way of stepping back and letting someone else go in and try to do Trump's bidding, because this is going to fail. I mean,
Oh, do you think she's going to be gone permanently?
yeah,
You think she's going
I
to claim
do.
ill health?
Yeah, I do. I think that, yeah, for the sake of her health and whatnot, no,
You
she's
mean
going to let somebody
the
else do
filler
it.
shifted?
Yes, yeah, because I think she can see the writing on the wall, and she was the one who said, well, yes, the Epstein file, the Epstein list is on my desk right now. I'm going to go back and review it. And then she had to walk that back. Well, it was the file, and there wasn't a list. There is no list. Well, honey, you're not the only one that had access to it. That list is probably in the hands of several countries around the world.
Oh,
Several
100%
different
it is.
governments. Yeah.
In
So,
Palm Beach, I'll tell you a story that I read in American Compromise. Now, take it with a block of salt. He was charged, arrested, convicted of lesser crimes in Palm Beach because his very smart lawyers cut a deal with the prosecutor, Alex Acosta. Does that ring a bell? He became the Secretary of Transportation, okay,
Yes.
under Trump. He was accused then of what he's been accused of later. So I'm trying to get the full story in order in my brain. So okay, so Alex Acosta cut a deal with him, and he was given lesser charges and a lighter sentence in a county jail instead of a federal pen where he belonged. And
Yes.
he didn't have to be there in the daytime, go
Yes.
home. And at night he had to be there, but he didn't have to be in his cell. He was in an attorney consultation office building cell thing, and they would party all night. So he'd party all night with his lawyers and whoever they had as guests, which they had, and then go home and continue whatever it was that, you know, that he was doing. And the whole concept of Pam Bondi being now put in the position that Alex Acosta was in. Alex Acosta got this guy off,
Yes.
basically, and was rewarded. She hasn't been able to put a stop to this. This is like the hole in the dike, right?
Exactly.
And wasn't she, didn't she work with North Korea?
I think, if I remember, I think that she was an agent, or she had some dealings. Yes.
I know. Oh, she was paid to be a lobbyist for them. I think that's what it was.
Yes. Yes. And her excuse was that, that she was doing it because of, the child trafficking or child protection or something along those lines. That's what she.
And she was making over $100,000 a month. A month as a lobbyist for North Korea. So, you know, this is somebody who doesn't sell her soul cheaply.
No.
But anyway,
you know, yeah. Anyway, so the idea of putting up all these things to pay attention to this, look over here, look there, and we all know that Trump always exposes himself. He always tells on himself. So when he says, oh yeah, Obama is guilty of treason, what he's saying is, I committed treason. And we know he did.
Projection, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I distracted myself. We were talking about the list, right? And I started thinking about Alex Acosta, and I went down a detour and a dead end, but now I remember. So there wasn't a list. There was a little black book, and it was literally a little black book. It was a guest book from his Palm Beach mansion, where they had the goings on with Virginia Giuffre and all these young girls, right? So he had a house manager who kept a running tally of who came and who went and all that stuff. Oh, it was Qatar. Okay.
Qatar.
Just as good.
Thank you, Elsie. Thank you.
Thank you. So there was theoretically a list. It was a book, that kept the house manager's book. When he got arrested the first time in Palm Beach, the police impounded all this stuff and went to the Palm Beach Police Department. And the guy who was in charge, I don't know if he was in charge of the investigation. It's been so long since I read this book. Yeah. Or if he was in charge of the evidence. He absconded with the evidence. And the story is, now this is the story. He went to Russia and asked for, what's the word, like sanctuary, I guess, in Russia. And this is long before Putin was killing everybody in Eastern Europe.
Yes.
Went there and then put forward a public statement. I have this information and I've divided it into 4 parts, and each part is being held in tight, locked security with an impartial lawyer type character.
Yep.
and it is replicated, so everybody knows everything, 4 different copies. If anything happens to me, they're all instructed to go public.
Uh-huh.
And that's the end of that story. I don't know if he's still there or what. Maybe he got conscripted.
Could be. Could be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of conscription, all of a sudden my mouth refuses to work.
I know. Me too. Yeah.
You heard about that? The American family who went over to
That's
Russia.
what I was thinking of. You read my mind.
Yeah, because they just and they were promised that him being a welder, that they would get Russian citizenship quicker if he was to sign up for the military. But don't worry, we're not sending you to the front lines. None of that. Well, apparently they get over there and things are not that great, and he's being sent to the front line, and he doesn't speak the language, and they don't know what to do. Oh, Jesus, Mary and Joseph, could you not have figured that out before you went there? Could you not have found someone who speaks Russian close to your home and approached them and said, "Tell me about life in Russia"? Like,
we can you hear that? Can you hear what's happening here? We're having really loud thunder. We never have thunder and lightning. I mean, never. It's usually, if it happens, it's this time of year. But it's like you said, Ukraine, and the skies, was God. I don't know.
Could be.
There's what do you call it? A YouTube podcasty type thing channel called Inside Russia. And the guy lives in someplace like Turkmenistan, one of those places. Yeah. He left Russia because Putin was after him. Now, I've been told different stories about him from different people. So I would say it's very interesting to watch what he has to say. Take it with a block of salt. But I'll tell you what convinced me that he's got insight. He's got connections. So Navalny died. And they could not find a mortuary that would take his body. They couldn't find a church that would hold any kind of a funeral for him. They finally did. The priest who agreed to do it was arrested.
Of course.
Nevertheless, it went forward. They had like a viewing, it's one of those icky kind of, yeah. There were miles of people lined up. Very brave people used their phone and holding it at their side. They recorded. They just walked past people waiting in line. Miles of people in line to view him in honor of his bravery. And a large percentage of it was older women. There are no men. They're all elsewhere, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And this guy's channel is really revelatory because he comes out and says things like, well, you're hearing that everything's going so great in Russia. Well, let me tell you the truth, what the economy is really like and what the people really think. But there's such suppression and oppression that it's hard to know. Yes. But block of salt, I have no proof that what he says is the truth. I don't know. But it is interesting. And when you take videos, it's hard to fake 6 miles of mourners standing. I mean,
exactly.
Unless it's AI. But
no, I remember seeing some of the pictures and the videos as it was happening, and no, that it certainly did not feel fake. And I think that Navalny had and still has an awful lot of support. In fact,
the guy that had the camera kept asking people, will you talk to me? And people wouldn't even make eye contact. No. He finally found this one old lady, and she's like, "Hell yeah, I'll talk to you." and it was epic. It was really good. She leveled with the. I don't remember, the content of the conversation, but it was eye opening. It was really interesting. And I think you're right. I don't believe that the women of Russia want to see their children slaughtered.
No,
And that's what's
no,
happening.
exactly. Yeah, no, they certainly don't. There is there the male population in Russia has been so reduced that they're really they're not doing economically, they're not doing themselves any favor. Like Russia is financially going downhill quite quickly. They're, excuse me, I think three of their top banks are going to be looking for bailouts because the government just keeps printing money like it's made out of paper. Um, they're devaluing the ruble. They are making insisting that people convert all their foreign currency into rubles and just deal with that. People can't afford the groceries. They can't afford things because the ruble has been so devalued that economically they're going downhill a lot faster than what Putin is letting out. If it is in fact Putin that's letting it out, I don't know. I've been getting different things about Putin. And oh, hold on, let's see. Dr. Ann says there is fear in Russia that they will be calling up retired military from Bosnia Herzegovina war.
Oh my God! Do they conscript their young women
In Russia?
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
they do?
yeah.
Oh, and that's insanity. So I was listening to you, and I was looking something up because I'm I'm making a small gesture towards accuracy here. So I read a book called The Zinke Boys. And the woman who wrote it, it was her last name I was looking up. Her first name, she's Svetlana Alexievich. And she has won, I think she won the Nobel Prize.
Yeah.
For her literature, the books she's written. Zinke Boys is about the young kids from Russia who were sent to Afghanistan and came home in zinc coffins.
Ugh.
And she's written about Chernobyl. She wrote the definitive book on Chernobyl. It's terrifying. And she's written about women at war and what that's like
yes.
in like survivors of World War II, what they went through, because it was just utterly brutal.
Yes.
And during the Afghan war, which what is the saying about Afghanistan? What's the saying about Afghanistan, that it's the graveyard of empires?
Yeah, something along those lines. You can go in there, do whatever you want. Things aren't going to change.
The British Empire, the Russian Empire, the American Empire, boom. One of the significant things that happened then was the social protest of mothers who did not want to see another one of their sons, 18-year-olds, die. I think that that's what's going to be happening in Russia. I don't think that they're going to see value of any sort in what's going on in Ukraine. There's only so far knee-jerk patriotic propaganda can carry you when your family is dying.
No, they Putin and his ilk may have been able to get away with a lot of things initially because people were sold a bill of goods, and they believed it. But now more and more, it's very much like the U.S. You realize that you've been told a lie.
Yeah, wait a minute, we didn't vote for that. You hear that a lot now,
Yeah. So you know what? Let's just we're getting close to the top of the hour, so maybe let's just toss a few cards on. Let's look at that. Are are Russian mothers and wives going to say enough? Enough. Have Russian mothers had enough of, raising, giving things up for their children only to have them put through a grinder?
Oh, this is interesting.
Wow.
What'd you get?
I just need one card. It says judgment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Harsh sentence. And this is from the Trish James investigation deck. Yeah, I think that
I'm looking at a repercussion for this that's social. Yeah, pushback. Well, I got the Five of Pentacles. So, but then I got 3 cards together that I think tell a story. Women invoking the rule of law.
Yes.
Being propagandized. Oh, Mother Russia, we're doing this, for the love of country. I think that he's going to come down with both feet even worse than he already has. I think that Putin is completely out of control. And this seems ridiculous to even have to state it. It's an overstatement. It's obvious.
Yes.
But I think it doesn't matter. I think what this is saying is the suffering is only going to get worse, but it's not going to stop him. They're going to try, but it's not going to work because this guy has no compassion. He doesn't care. He's got cannon fodder.
No, he doesn't. I think that my feeling with Putin is that he's not necessarily in charge. Let's put it that way. I think that he is the whatever illness he was suffering with. I think it has gotten worse, and I don't know that he is actually the one calling the shots. I think that there's a very good possibility that we're going to hear about his passing. And that's when things change. And I think it's going to be the oligarchs that are going to step in and change it.
Oh, you mean like in the United States?
Yeah, kind of. It's similar. Yes. Yeah. Because they're what is happening in Russia is not benefiting them financially. They went along with it as long as they were making money, but they're not making money anymore. It's costing them money. Their fortunes are being reduced. And I think as a result of that, they're not going to want to put up with Putin and what it is that he wants much longer. And if he hasn't already transitioned, I think they're going to help him in that journey.
I knew some facts about him, but I didn't really know. I didn't watch stuff about him until the other day, and I stumbled on it. I didn't intend to. I saw this kind of chronology of Putin's rise, and it gave me severe chills. This guy is not. He's an empty shell. He's terrible. Yes. And you know, what came to mind was somebody like Caligula, somebody who's so inherently broken and ill, twisted, that normal things that would stop most power-hungry people will have no effect. And I think he's so wrapped up in his psychosis, psychopathy, whatever it is, that he doesn't really care. The oligarchs, he's got them under his thumb. He calls a meeting every 6 months. They sit around a boardroom table, and he says, "You'll give me 80% of your income. You'll give me," and if not, they have a tragic. My husband calls it defenestrationitis.
Yes,
a sudden bout of falling out of a 5-story window.
I know.
So I don't know if they're going to get sick of him anytime soon. They are sick of him, but I don't know if they can get out from under his thumb without what you said or
Yeah.
without it being helped, if you catch my drift.
Yes.
On the
Interesting, Dr. Ann. She said, Libby from Meister Tarot thinks he's on the other side of the grass. She did not get a vibe for life energy. So that's interesting, Marina.
But I think, just to play devil's advocate here, because I don't have a strong feeling about it myself, I think you could get no life energy from him even while he was walking the surface, because he is empty. It is a chilling sort of feeling from him, like a cold vacuum.
Yes.
So it wouldn't surprise me that people would think that it was curtains already, and it not be. It could be, but
Yeah,
in either case,
they are not the oligarchs in Russia, just like the oligarchs in the U.S. and everywhere else around the world. They look after their own interests. They are willing to put up with an awful lot of things as long as it doesn't affect them or their bottom line. They don't give two hoots about anybody but what it is that they want. Once it starts to affect their bottom line and there doesn't appear to be anything coming up in the future that is going to drastically changes, yeah, I don't think it matters to them whether Putin's in charge or somebody else is in charge.
Well, I do a book on Saturdays, and I'm on my second weekend, and there'll be one more weekend after this coming weekend. So we'll be done in 2 weeks. And then I have a conversation with the author. And this is so funny. Mastering the Universe.
Oh.
Let me tell you what the subtitle is. This is the world's best subtitle. It deserves an award. The obscene wealth of the ruling class, what they do with their money, and why you should hate them even more. And it is absolutely fascinating. And he basically says exactly what you just said. There's this teeny tiny percentage of people, and they're global.
Yes.
And they run everything. And they have no allegiance to a nationality or a country or an ideology or a religion. It is off the rails crazy. And the kinds of things they do. What did I read? This was last week. Chapter 2 was all about the way they spend their money. And there's the yacht, the super yacht, this 400 plus feet long.
Yes.
It's bigger than a football field, right? It has its own little yacht to accompany it, just to keep extra supplies and water toys. Okay. So they've got bar stools in there that are made from a whale's foreskin. That says everything you ever need to know. It's just bizarre, right?
Just what I've always wanted.
Excess beyond excess. Anyway, this author is wonderful. And I got about a third of the way through the book when I was reading it the first time, taking notes on it. And I went, wait a minute, this guy's a socialist. It finally dawned on me what he was talking about. And by the end of the book, so was I. No.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Nothing
wrong with socialism. It is not a dirty word.
We've been very well brainwashed. It's interesting. Socialism inherently is about just providing for everybody.
Exactly.
Jesus was a socialist.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't have anything to do with your wealth or anything else. If a child has potential and wants to go to university, they should be able to go to university. It should be provided for them.
I don't think you even have to have potential. I think everyone deserves the right to try.
Yes.
Go get educated.
Yes. You're sick, you go to a doctor, you go to a hospital, you get better. It shouldn't be a case of someone following you around going, oh, do you really need that aspirin? That'll be $1.28. I'm just going to add it to your list.
You're a dreamer. $1.28. Aspirin's like $16.
Holy
Yeah. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Yeah. there.
You
So
will love what I just wrote for my Substack. I never remember to advertise it. Ask Your Irish Granny on Substack. Started out as an advice column, and now because nobody seems to have any problems, I just write things. I just
yes.
So my most recent one that I put up yesterday is about the struggle that we're having to pay for my husband's broken tooth. And somehow or other, I try to make it funny, but it's not funny.
Yeah. Yes. Well, you can make it fun.
Well, he went to the dentist today and he came home, and I'll write about it. It's the
Perfect.
outcome.
Yeah. Is it visible? Is it at the front of his mouth?
That was my advice. Nobody can see it. Yank it.
Yank it.
Yank it.
Done. Boom. Gone.
My philosophy of dental care. Yank it. And then when you have no teeth, so you have to live on ice cream. And
soft foods.
That's right. That's
Could
right.
be worse.
That's certainly right.
Yeah. Anyway, we are we are an hour and 10 minutes in, and I want to spend some time with my son. He's going to be traveling out of the province to do a job for, I think, 3 or 4 days.
Where's he going?
So he's going to, it's called Georgina Island. It is just outside of Toronto.
Oh.
And there's a welding project up there that requires some special care.
You guys are land bound, correct?
Yes.
So this will be really a treat, right?
Yeah. It will be now. For a very good portion of Chris's life, we lived in Nova Scotia. So we're by the ocean. So it will be nice. It will be nice for him. I don't know if the dog and I are going to survive. We're going to do our best.
You'll be fine.
Yeah. He's flying out tomorrow morning, and he could be home on Saturday or Sunday, and
that time will fly by. You'll be fine.
I know. I'm just gearing up for the dog looking at me like, what did you do with him? Where is
he? Close to the dog. The dog loves him.
Oh, she tolerates me. She loves him.
I have a parrot that I baby. I clean her cage. I feed her. I make sure she's happy. I change her CDs so she has,
Yes.
And she loves my husband. I think it's about being hard to get.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe that's it.
I don't understand.
But no, she will. Like I say, she tolerates me. But yeah.
What kind of dog?
Husky.
Oh, they're kind of scary.
Oh no, she's a beautiful dog. I mean, physically,
they are beautiful.
Yeah. She's not like a typical husky in terms of being overly vocal, but she will let you know when she's not happy.
Yeah, they're funny.
Right? The side eye and the So anyway, yes, things are going to be a little different for me over the next few days because I'll have to take her to the dog park twice a day and so yeah.
Oh, you don't usually?
No, I do. Every once in a while, I will take her. It's usually early afternoon or whatnot, but predominantly he takes her first thing in the morning and he takes her at night. And
you're so spoiled. Oh my God. I have these 2 little dogs, and one of them is afraid of her own shadow for no good reason. Actually, I think her early life was tumultuous. Her first owner before me died and was sick for a long time, and she was just a puppy, and I think but I walk them almost every day, and she's afraid of garbage cans. She's afraid of landscape rocks. She's afraid of any seasonal decoration. We have alleys here in this town in residential alleys, and I often walk down them to look for unclaimed blueberries or blackberry bushes.
Uh-huh.
She's afraid of the vines. and it goes people's boats. It just goes on and on. So I'm dragging her most of the way. And my other dog is, she's also a rescue. She's small, but she's like a muscle. And so she actually gave me bursitis in one arm, and now I have to use my other arm, and I'm right-handed. It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
So I'm dragging one who's trying to go to the side, and I'm pulling one who's trying to go backwards the whole way. And it's like an upper body workout more than anything. It's just,
Totally.
every day. Oh
Every
God.
day.
Every day. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't
Hopefully.
want to hear you whining about 3
Yes.
days.
Having to do that for a couple days. No,
And do you
you're
walk
right.
to the dog park, or do you drive?
No, drive. It's not.
Because it's far. Yeah. So you can basically just go into the dog park, let her wander around, and you can like read a book.
I could. It's a pretty big dog park.
Oh, you're afraid she'll get lost?
She wouldn't get lost. She would go on an adventure.
You'd have to do that.
Yeah. And it's who's calling? Grandma? Oh, as long as Dad isn't calling me, I don't have to listen.
No. This is her response. You call her, and it's her.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I can't hear you down here, Grandma. I don't know.
Selective hearing loss. I know.
Exactly.
Anyway, it's nice to have a big dog when you're alone.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. So thank you to all of you who have joined us. Thank you for spending part of your evening with us. Don't forget, I'll always remind you, like, share, subscribe. If you're interested in booking yourself in for a private reading, please go to my website. It's Marina's Heart-Centered Tarot.com. And there you go. You can check out the different readings that are on offer. You can check out the courses that are on offer. And just go check out the website. It's new and improved. It's been sprinkled with Val's magic dust, and it's amazing. So thank you, all of you. Thank you, Helen, for doing this with me.
It's always fun. There's no shortage of people in politics to complain about. Oh, I should say, go tomorrow. I think I'll put up my video on Substack. You can do videos over there too, of my latest video with Denise about Lori Vallow and Chad Daybell, the Doomsday Murders. We're doing a whole thing. We have a podcast, Psychics and Psychos.
Ooh,
yeah, and these two qualify beyond all belief. So yeah, it's no fascinating. Doubt. Yeah.
Oh, perfect. I will do that, and the rest of you, do that.
Check it out.
Do that
it's
as
entertaining.
Well. Absolutely. All right. Well, take care, everyone, and
thank you, everybody.
See you later. Bye for now.
Thank you, Marina.
Oh.